I know I'm late. So let's just get this is gonna be a short review. I'm not really gonna say as much. But it just leaves off from last week's episode. I am so sick of all these fucking ads. I do not care. I'm not donating. I don't care who's sick. You got. So yeah, we leave off from the previous altercation with Dominique and Carl. Carl said he was gonna slap people. He didn't do it. Him and Dominique go back and forth. They all come. Nobody says anything. Carl wants to call a house meeting. And this is what happened.
Yeah, we're still waiting, man.
We can fill them in.
No, he's right. Wait for everybody. I wanted everybody. Because there's a lot of conversations been had around the corner. We didn't have it with everybody here. So everybody can say what they said, some people need to say it too, instead of saying it to other benches, and we having the issue that we're having today. Because the problem that I'm having is the outside conversations that's happening. We shouldn't have it outside. If you want to say something to a bench, say it to them. That's it. Then we don't have a problem. That's it. You don't like a bitch, tell her today. Today's the day to tell a bitch that you don't like her.
Do we need to call over them too?
Yeah, I said everybody. I need everybody.
And I agree. This is y'all fault, the elites. Y'all started all of this. So, y'all gotta face the music.
Girl, shut the fuck up. I'm not talking to you at this point in time.
Okay,
But I'm gonna address you in just a minute. Just give me a second, bitch, because you next. Just give me a minute.
She don't know who she's
Go
talking
ahead.
to.
I know exactly who I'm talking to, bitch. I know exactly who I'm talking to. You know who you talking to? Oh, okay. Her. And you too, if you want to. Who? Her and you. Her and you. Her and you. And her and you. Then what? Then what? And I am standing. Standing. Come on, stand up. Standing.
What the fuck I got to say?
Stand.
What you want to talk about?
What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? Give me 1 second.
You feel swinging out there.
Bitch, you can go.
I don't got nowhere. Put me at.
Do you want to get put out? Remove. Because y'all talking a lot of shit. Ain't nobody doing nothing.
Who been talking a lot of shit? You
I ain't saying nothing to nobody. Today I'm saying it. Today I'm saying it. I'm not. And you ain't gonna stop me, are you? I thought so.
This girl was in arm's reach of me. If she wanted to grab me, she could have. Therefore, I called you a blood boo. Your bark is not as big as your bite.
But Ken, your bark is not as big as your bite too. You do a lot of this. And he was in your face, and you didn't bother to do anything in arm's reach too. So, if he's copping please, you're copping please too. Because you're really not built like that. At all. But let it be Tremel. I do applaud your bravery for finally having balls to stand up to Carl. You know? But I do feel like it's because your friends is there. It amps you up to do that. That's just my opinion. So, carry on.
If I was rudely interrupted, it was like a clear divide that everybody claims that not there. Bitches need to realize that just need to just own up to that and just move on.
And you need to realize that you're 40 and you just need to get in where you fit in, boo. If bitches ain't fucking with you, they ain't fucking with you. You too old to be begging for
You
somebody.
know what?
And you guys are too old to be clicked up and trying to be in cliques and mean girl cliques and all that. And you guys are pushing 42. Like half of y'all is 33, 34, 35. Y'all are older than me and I'm not even 29 yet. The hypocrisy.
If you want to get a 40-year-old ass whooping, you can get that.
Hey, baby, we
But I'm still doing that.
Fuck the divide. What happened tonight?
When I first came in here for the brunch that was going on, it was a lot of tension. I didn't know because I wasn't there. The thing that I'm having an issue with is that this one in particular, I don't have no issue with.
Who's
It was
this
me,
one?
Ken. What happened?
You tell me.
That's what I want to know.
You
What-
tell me, girl.
we were good.
You tell me, girl.
Because I had things for bitches in this room.
Yeah, it just-
you weren't one of them.
Yeah, and it's-
You weren't one of them.
Yeah, this was the bitches in the room.
I just want to talk to that one because then we were good.
We were. Why do you feel like something happened?
Hey, I didn't ask you. Wait, no. That's another problem. We'll get to that. I'm not there yet.
So I'm just trying to get an understanding of what is really happening still. Like, why do you feel so strongly about whatever you're talking about? But then in the midst of me trying to just get an understanding, there's a lot of this going on. Back your ass up.
I'm talking to this one, not you.
Finger up.
But go ahead. It's there. But go ahead.
You're doing a lot of that.
I am.
Stop doing
And I
it.
am.
Whoa, stop.
I'm doing a lot of it.
Stop.
I'm doing a lot of it. I'm doing a lot of it. I'm doing a lot of it. A lot of it. No. I'm doing a lot of it, bitch. A whole lot of it. Bitch. Bitch. Yeah.
Q, you did all of that just for you to miss. You did all of that just for you to miss. And if you really wanted to fight Carl, you should have hit him. However, if Carl said he was going to slap people, he should have slapped him like he said he was going to. So I don't blame Dominique for feeling how he's feeling. And you want to know what's funny? The only person that I don't really feel like is doing the absolute most, or I feel like is not in the wrong per se in this particular situation, is Dominique. Because Carl, you said you was going to slap everybody, so you got to put a name on it. When you have that general statement, you invite to anybody that comes into your peripheral. So everybody else,
Have a meal. I did that. And you acted a motherfucking fool tonight. You acted a motherfucking fool tonight.
all y'all act a fucking fool. Q, you the main one that acts like a fucking fool. You have the biggest mouth out of everybody. So
After all that effort and all of that time and all the energy we put in to make this a great experience, and it's just like you don't give a fuck. You have no regard for it at all. Since you have no regard and you don't care, I don't give a fuck.
well, here's the thing. You guys started this. The elites, y'all started everything on this show. And you guys were the ones who sat here, and you guys are the ones who made this weird energy from the start. You guys was talking all that shit on the rooftop. You guys was having conversations on the sideline here and there. Nobody bothered to say it to Carl's face. Now all of a sudden it's an issue. This would have never happened had y'all would have not started this. Particularly you two. Freaking frat right there. Dominique's included a little bit too. And same thing with Noel and same thing with a little bit of Sammy, but I think Sammy was more so of like the person that was, and I've seen this in a lot of reviews, he was riding on the fence, but a lot of people said he was being sneaky. I don't really see it, but then I could, hearing from what they're saying, when I probably missed some things, I could see why they say that, so.
I'm gonna sit here and just show y'all how to conduct yourselves as individuals instead of being these bird brain bitches that run under one accord.
And Tramel, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. You need to start standing up for yourself a little bit more. Because the thing about it is that you clock a lot of jokes in green screens and on these live reviews and stuff, but in person, it's just like, oh, girl, I'm not fighting. And I get you don't have to fight, but it's just like, they double teaming your friend and you just sitting there. And it's just like, they keep talking to you, threatening you. At some point, you're gonna have to reach out and touch somebody. I'm just saying.
While Thea and Nova, and you cut in and chimed in, and you were trying
He said they're going to get along. They're not. So now.
That's fine, but that wasn't the point of the conversation.
What was the point?
Dumb and dumber. That's what's irritating the fuck out of me.
The dumbest bitch is sitting here. So
First of all, Dumb and Dumber was not the point of the conversation, because the point of that conversation between Nova and Althea was with Nova and Althea. So this just goes to show you just keep trying to make everything about these two because you guys just have this agenda. Because you guys run in one group, one move, the other one moves.
matter. You came here to say fifth that bitch, so I'm here to so now what? Shut the fuck up. I'm not. And I'm gonna keep talking. Girl, I ain't asked you. I didn't ask you. You a lover. You a that's what the whole thing is about. Love it. Tracy, what you working on? You and it's fabulous. I want to know what rock did I throw and what hand did I can I get that?
But Ken, you are hiding behind Dominique and you are hiding behind Q because now all of a sudden you get ballsy with Carl. You were willing to make up with Carl more than Tramel. You started with Tramel because of your disdain for Carl. I'm tired of repeating myself. Anyway, we gotta move this along. So this whole debacle just takes place out of no, and where's the part? All right.
Q had 3.
And honestly, I feel like the reason they really didn't want to touch each other is because they probably really didn't want to touch each other all together. But I feel like it's because they signed a waiver. If y'all break anything in this house, y'all paying for it. I do not blame Dario. Because this is an Airbnb. I've had many Airbnb stays. They do not play. And I've never been kicked out of one. But it's just like, oh, blame them. So, and then this happens.
I'm gonna let you know right now. No, don't touch me. Get that hook. What you gonna get? Hey. That was business.
I have reached the point of
There was no reason for you to snap on a Dario like that. And I got a feeling because you did that, you're not coming back next season. But Q did get smacked. So it's like this is anybody would have felt the same way too. He just put his hands on me and I'm supposed to sit here and be cool. But you was throwing shit. You've been threatening people, Q. So it's like you got what you got. You threw shit first. You was doing this, doing that. You think you so gangster. You think you so hard body. You think you all that tough. And now you got a problem with it. If you really wanted to fight Carl, you should have went the fuck outside. That's how I know y'all not really like about that little. Y'all not about that. Y'all not about it. Like y'all claim that y'all are. You're not. Because I would have went outside. I don't give a fuck how big Carl is. I don't care if it was Jonathan Wright. You put your hands on me, we going outside. Fuck the TV shit. Fuck all this shit. No. Sorry.
Howling, bitch, girl, what?
Her at the jail.
Yeah, she want that. She want to go back.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. We can shut it all down now. No, we can shut it all down.
We got one more day, like,
That bitch just put their hands. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That bitch just put their hands on me. Let's go. I'm really about that shit. I need. We can leave the house, but I want to make sure we understand. I need my 30. What's up?
Look, I'm trying.
If you wanted that Q, you should have went outside. You had many practical opportunities to get that 30 and you didn't. So please. Actually, let's move on from this scene because you guys get the gist of this. So all that debacle, I don't really got nothing much to say. Y'all got my opinion about that. I hate these ads. Tramel's having a conversation with Althea, recapping to her about everything that happened about the trip. Skip, Noelle and Tony skipping that conversation. And these niggas is having a conversation.
About or how my living conditions were gonna be on my way here from Atlanta really kind of showed me he's a selfish, ego-filled bitch. So I really don't care to hear what he has to say in this moment because my mind is already made up. I don't fuck with these bitches at this moment.
honestly, like last night was a bit much for me. And I think, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, my feelings is very hurt with Miss Althea because
So this is what I gotta say for this entire scene right here. First of all, y'all started everything, and that's the first last time I'm gonna keep saying that. I'm not gonna say it no more. I think we get the gist. I'm not gonna keep annoying people sounding like a broken record. But Nova, my thing about it is this. You got mad because of your living situation. My thing about it is this. Just be grateful that you even went to the trip. If your room was that small, all you had to do was ask them if they could switch your room, and you could have took off Thea's room since she didn't come, or since you're part of the elites, you could have went up to any one of their room. Dominique, Noelle, Ken, Q. You could have slept with any one of them. You could have slept in the bed with Tramel and Carl if you had to, or you could have slept in the bed with Tony and shared a room with her. It's not that fucking deep. It's a fucking room. I would have been grateful if I had a nice king size room and a flat screen TV right here, and the bathroom's over here. That's fine. That's I'm just grateful for anything. If I really felt like that I wasn't that happy with my situation, I would have went to bed with Dominique or Carl or Tramel because they're the only people that I feel comfortable personally in my life that I will go that close to. That doesn't mean that Ken should get the whole wrath because you didn't get the room that you wanted, so now Ken is a bad person. Ken is not a bad person just because he didn't abide by your rules. This is not Kardashian Housewives. Like, you're not really the queen bee. It's just like, especially if I feel like one of them put more effort into making this trip, whatever the case may be. And how do we not know if production was the one who set this all? Because I know how this TV stuff works now. I've been new. So it's like, I just can't. I can't. And then this thing. This was nice. It was nice seeing everybody refreshed and stuff. Everybody having a good time. And this, then the third.
I am so sad to hear that Nova was hit with Q's shoe and like she feels injured and now has decided to change her flight to leaving like now. At the end of the day, that's our girl and I just want to make sure that she's okay, but I hate that she has to leave right now.
You sure that's your girl?
Girls to get hurt. I would have never wanted anybody that didn't deserve it. All I can do is really apologize. Once I found out, I just couldn't believe it because that was not the intention and it's making me feel 10 times worse about the whole situation.
My whole thing about it is this, like, the whole Nova thing is just like, what really bums me is just like, I don't really feel like it was mostly, I know that, her getting hit with the items and stuff was probably like the last straw, but it was just like, I really feel like she just left because stuff didn't go according to how she wanted it to go. She wanted to leave because stuff didn't go according to how she wanted it to go. That's just what it is. I just don't get it. It's just like, you went for what? Althea couldn't even go because of her personal stuff, and people wanted her there. She wanted to go, and it's like, that spot could have went to somebody else. Shit, I could have went if they would have told me. And the funny thing is that I knew they were going on a trip. I just didn't know where they was going to. So it's just like, I just don't get it. Like, it's just Nova's energy this entire trip was just so draining, and it's just like, next time, please stay home. Q got slapped in his face like a child, and that nigga's still sitting here living his life. That didn't stop him. So for you to do all of that over a room situation, which is really 90% of why you left, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I thought this scene was nice.
Let's hang out. Cheetah girls on the left. 1, 2, 3, cheer.
Y'all so fucking fake. Bro.
Our powers combined. He is Captain Planet. I am Captain. He's Captain Planet. We're gonna go from here. We're gonna powwow. They have a hosting event. We're gonna go how we celebrate it, and that's
Can we do it for like an hour?
No, I really want to do it just for a little. Look, they said camaraderie. I'm proud of you. So proud. So proud. So right. Enjoy. I'm about to smoke that little black. Oh yeah. What did Dominique say? Smoke a cigarette. Smoke it.
Gone like a Kobe, 24 on the clock, grinding hard to the morning, promise that we won't drop, I can take no losses.
Me and some of the guys, we have a booking tonight. This is our final night.
What booking do y'all have? What booking? Y'all are not celebrities. But anyways, this was a nice scene. Everybody, fake coming together and, getting along and being fake and all this other shit. But no, on a serious tip, honestly, this is what it's all about. I mean, it is what it is, I'm glad that everybody got a time in Miami. I'm mad I didn't get to go. Tony ended up leaving, unfortunately. So, that happened. Honestly, I don't really blame her as much, but I don't feel like it was that serious for her to leave too, but it is what it is. So, we get everybody's outros. The outros this season was a little bit different because everybody's outros was basically them leaving the Miami house instead of them doing their intros back in Atlanta. So, yeah. So, Ken does his, Q does his, Sammy does his, Carl does his, Tramel does his, Noel does his, Nova does hers, Althea does hers. Tony does hers. And Dominique does his. Yeah, that's about it. So that's Chasing Atlanta season 7. It definitely gave that new car smell. Now, my whole opinion of this entire season, I was seated and I was thoroughly entertained with every single, well, not everybody, but almost every single body. Everybody had done a great job, from Ken all the way down to Tramel. Everybody has kept me entertained. I can't wait for the reunion. I feel like almost everybody should come back. I feel like Nova needs to come back and redeem herself and show a whole completely different attitude. I feel like, is there anybody that I feel like that should not come back? I don't think so. I would like Althea to get herself situated in real life before she comes back on. But she has a whole year now to get that situated. Yeah. I feel like, is there anybody that I feel like that should not come back? I think Q's not coming back because of that whole Endario shit, but I think he should come back. Ken should come back, definitely. Dominic should definitely come back. Carl definitely needs to come back. If he's not coming back, I'm not watching it. Tramel should come back, but I'm gonna need him to give a little bit more. And when I say more, I'm not talking about chasing because he's definitely great in that department. But I need a little bit more like in person scenes. It's like how he gets it in the green screens. I need a little bit more in person. But other than that, I think he should kind of come back. Um, Tony, I think she should come back. Uh, yeah, I think everybody should come back. Noel, he was kind of just like, but he has a great personality. Sammy definitely should come back. That's the first person that needs to come back. Um, Now here's what I think. I think some people need to have some matches on the next season. Q needs a match. Sammy needs a match. Noel needs a match. Nova needs a match. And Carl needs a match. And when I say need a match, I'm talking about like bring people on her to have the same exact chasing as them, or somebody that's gonna like try to level up on them, whether it's drama, chasing, or even all the above. Those four. I think Ken needs a little bit of a match. I think Dominique needs to get tried too. Like bring another dog groomer on there. Like, but then that's too many people. I feel like y'all need to start doing appearances too, like having people pop up for 2 episodes. I think it should be Nicole Ray. I think Jay Tron needs to do an appearance pop up, which probably might not happen. I think Sky Valentine needs to come back. I think, you know, this is going to sound funny. I think Chance from the Come Up should do a pop up on there. Who's going to really shake it up? Like, especially when it comes to that group trip, I think everybody on the cast and drop should go. Who? I don't know, but it's just like that's just how I feel. Um, yeah, that's what it's be. This is a great season. I definitely loved it. Um, I think Troy should come back too, even though I don't. I think he should come back. I could definitely see him and Q. Um, yeah, I think that should eat, you know. But this is a great season. Congrats to everybody, and I can't wait for the reunion. And you know, anything that I said up here, I was dead serious, but it doesn't mean that I hate you in real life. It's just y'all characters on the show get on my fucking nerves, and that's just what it is. So if I see you in Atlanta, which I might see some people, don't take it personal. And that's just that on that. I enjoy reviewing this. This is actually my second web reality because I did Bad Boys Reunited the first time around. So yeah. And that's all I have to say. And Carl was the MVP of this season. And we are out. How do we end this?